We're passionate about protecting the future of our planet. It's our why. Why our data scientists, routing experts, and meteorologists navigate shipping toward decarbonization. Why we help maximize production in offshore wind. Why we keep businesses safe from severe weather. What's your why? StormGeo Alpha Laval, putting our best minds forward.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of StormGeo, we'd like to thank the organizers for inviting us to showcase some of the innovative ideas, what we have delivered already, and of course, what's coming in the future as well. So I'm Kaushik based here in Singapore, and we are here to look at how we have addressed decarbonization challenges by using some of our products, especially the S Suite. To look at some of the numbers of the end game of net zero in the next few years or the decades to follow, we in our product portfolio look at routing vessels as one of the key challenges and our solutions. So in terms of volumes, we do roughly about 70 to 80,000 voyages per year. And what that translates to is about 2.6 million metric tons of fuel savings. What since the last 4-5 years we have observed by numbers. And this also translates to about 8 million tons of CO2, which we have abated, which means that because of the fuel saving, that much of CO2 has not gone to the atmosphere. So we take pride in these numbers and we make sure that these numbers become relevant in the path to net zero. The challenges what we encounter along the way, we have seen 3 essential challenges. The first one is lack of trust in data. The second one, which is quite a difficult one, is hard to keep track of the ever-changing rules and regulations. And finally, if we have all the data, it's still very difficult to translate operational measures into improvements. And how do we encounter these? So what we have done in our full cycle services, because 75% of the work that StormGeo does is in oceans, to do with oceans and ocean engineering. And we ensure that since we are part of the UN Global Compact, we make sure that this becomes relevant in our services. So how we have delivered this innovation is we have a self-service data collection and onboard voyage optimization service, which then moves on to a continuous data transfer for ongoing data validation to make sure that the data is secure and reliable. And then we collate and analyze and overlay weather and other significant data to make sure that the vessel operation is with reduced CO2 emissions. So that's essentially ensuring that the reliable ratings of the vessel remain pertinent. Then obviously we need to complete the loop here, and we make sure that actionable decision support takes place from these operational measures, and then the feedback goes back to the vessel. So this is one important loop which we felt was missing in the sort of operational data which we used to get from the vessel. We used to make sure that this data goes back in a format which can be used by the vessel for improvement measures. So we made sure that this was sort of taken into consideration. We, of course, delivered the S-Suite range of our products. Some of you would have heard about this. We have some customers over here who are gladly, in our opinion, using it, and hopefully their pain points are being addressed because of this usage. So if you look at this sort of graphic display, on the left-hand side is the vessel, from the green box from the left, we make sure that the data is validated and collected, and that becomes a single source of truth from the vessel. So in essence, the delivery of innovation here is we make sure that the vessel does not repeat its reporting. It does not ensure, we ensure that the vessel does not do multiple reporting. So this alone addresses a huge pain point in our opinion, and it has helped us then take actionable data the moment we route a vessel, the moment we do an end of voyage analysis, which we do in fleet performance, and then the feedback goes in planning and navigation for the next voyage. So that's the essence of what we are doing in the S-Suite. We are now moving ahead in our next level of innovation. We are trying to get the machinery data, which is a huge challenge, really. And getting manual data is, of course, quite easy. And to validate that is not that difficult. However, to get autolog data from various equipment manufacturers and OEM manufacturers and to collate them under one dashboard, that is a challenge. So we are currently trying to integrate that process so that we have the shipboard machinery like boilers, purifiers, heat exchangers, all that, to make sure that the conditioning and the running of that comes back to us in a meaningful way so that we can provide then preventive and other measures to the vessel. So that's really the core of what we have delivered in the past few years. So in terms of numbers, we, of course, this is one dashboard as an example, which we'd like to show. This is how the S-Suite presents itself in dashboard view. This is one of our very innovative CII, which is the carbon intensity indicator, which will kick in on 1st January of next year. So we have created, for example, a CII simulation dashboard, which allows the operator or the shipper to have a look at what lies ahead, and in terms of simulating the next voyage for its CII ratings. Because to be relevant, you have to fall within A, B, or C. If you go to D and E, then of course you have to take additional measures as per the regulation. So we help the shipping community deliver this and to make sure they are relevant and the ships are charterable. So in terms of products and markets, that's an overview of where we are currently, and we take immense pride on the numbers of the kind of voyages we route per year, the kind of onboard shipboard optimization software that we have, and then of course our fleet performance domain. So all that put together gives us a very holistic community, a business community, where we can ensure that most of the challenges on decarbonization are looked at, and it gives us a stepping stone for addressing them in the future. So with that, we have a couple of takeaways. We know that the industry needs to keep pace with all the protocols and decarbonization challenges. Fortunately, we have cutting-edge solutions like the S-Suite in the market to address this challenge. And I see that the timer is clicking in. Thank you very much.